My sister told the police I was holding someone captive in my house. But when SWAT broke down the door, the officer in charge started apologizing. I was reading to my daughter when the megaphone blasted from outside. This is the police. We have the house surrounded. Release the hostage and come out with your hands up. Sophie looked at me confused, her book sliding off her lap. I walked to the window and saw 8 police vehicles, officers behind car doors with weapons drawn, and my sister Rachel standing beside a detective pointing at my house. My phone had been buzzing for 20 minutes with calls from an unknown number that I'd ignored because Sophie and I were having reading time. The megaphone came again. We know you're holding a young girl against her will. You have 3 minutes to comply before we breach. My hands shook as I dialed 911. The operator answered and I said, "This is David Granger at 842 Oak Street. There's SWAT outside my house, but this is a misunderstanding. The girl they're talking about is my daughter." The operator put me on hold. Sophie started crying and asked why police were pointing guns at our house. I held her close and tried to stay calm, but my heart was pounding. Through the window, I could see Rachel gesturing wildly, showing the detective something on her phone. She'd been trying to get custody of Sophie for 6 months, ever since my wife died, claimed I was unfit, unstable, that Sophie deserved a mother figure. Every court hearing had gone my way because there was nothing wrong with how I was raising my daughter. The operator came back. "Sir, officers are saying they have evidence of suspicious activity and a missing child report filed by your sister. I need you to open the front door slowly with your hands visible." I told Sophie to stay in her room and walked to the door. The second I opened it, 3 officers rushed in and pushed me against the wall. One of them zip-tied my wrists while another ran upstairs. I heard Sophie screaming, "Daddy!" and tried to break free, but they held me down. Commander Walsh, the SWAT team leader, entered last. He was reading something on a tablet, his expression grim. "Where's the girl?" he demanded. I told him she was upstairs in her bedroom where she'd been all evening. My sister's voice carried from outside. "He's lying. I haven't seen my niece in weeks. He won't let anyone near that house." Commander Walsh went upstairs and I heard Sophie crying harder. He came down 30 seconds later carrying her, and she was reaching for me desperately. He set her down.